Welcome everyone to Session 2 of the Saga of the Frost-Jarl, an epic campaign adventure for Dragonbane. Where we left off last session, we had just begun. The deeds of the God Wolf from the Crooked Mountains adventure is over. Olrock of Brand is slain. This heir to the throne of House Brand, a house that had for 30 years not had an heir, and the lands of Yorheim were ruled by stewards among the barbarian tribes, namely Jarl Hrothgar Wolf-Crowned. After we had slain Olrock and banished the God Wolf by destroying the Horn of Dvork, we were returning back to town when we encountered a bird on the ground in the Frostwood, covered in ants, and the ants began to spell out a message, "Follow me." And we followed the ants, and it led us to Skogstam, this enclave of druids. And there we met the druid of the Wooden Path. And he told us somewhat of the events that had transpired, that there was now a power vacuum that would soon need to be filled, and that several leaders of the tribes of barbarians were vying for power. And he asked us, in fact, he gave us a quest to go and see Jarl Hrothgar Wolf-Crowned, and to see for ourselves, is this man worthy to lead the North, or should another rule in his stead? And he told us that once we had met him and had discovered something of his nature, to return to the druid, and he would have more quests for us, and would wish to hear our opinion of Jarl Hrothgar. And so we traveled westward towards Trastum, and we encountered a river crossing, and there we met Ingmar, a forest troll, who taught us a great many things. Taught us healing and a way to make a milkweed tea that alleviated ailments. We also worked on some hunting and a few other skills. And then we headed to Trastum. And where we left off, we had just arrived at Trastum. And I'll take us to the map there. We had just arrived at Trastum, and we had met one of the residents of this seasonal city. The barbarians would come down here to get away from the harshest of the winters. Not all barbarians did this. Some stayed on the tundra, but the tribe of the Wolf were known to come down here to this area, where there was a shrine built in the center of their small settlement to one of the many gods that their people worship. Well, we met this fellow and told him that we were here at the behest of the druid to meet Jarl Hrothgar, and he told us that he would take us to his tent. This is the fellow right here, and this is his tent right here. And he, as you enter the village, you can see that he has a great number of wares for sale in his tent, and many of them look to be standard items, things like shovels and buckets and sacks, and there's a few religious icons, small totems made of wood and leather strips and bone, but he has a few other things made of iron, things like some weapons and some cooking implements and things like that. Where we will begin is, as he says, "Yes, I will take you to the Jarl," and he points up to the north to a large tent with an open door, that's the direction to go. And he says, "Come, follow me if you will." And that's where we start. Does anyone wish to check out his meager shop, or do you want to go straight to the Jarl?
Durian's going straight to, he's got 4 silver, so.
Well, I would certainly be interested in perhaps bartering for a large tent. I think that would prove useful.
A large tent? Well, I've just the thing. This is a tent city. We've got quite a number of things here. I've got some as large as this, and he shows you could easily sleep 20 men inside of it, and he's got some smaller ones, 2-man tents, but he does have what we would call a large tent that would sleep 6 comfortably.
Well, as long as it could sleep 6 and a wolf, then it will suffice for our needs.
Of course. And he shows you a couple different varieties. He's got a tent that's made of, it's pretty crude, just made of thin hide. And you can tell that it's probably not going to keep out the bitterest cold, but it would do in a pinch. And this he will let go for 4 gold. He also has another one that's made from much finer. This looks to be maybe reindeer or caribou hide. It's still got a little bit of the fur lining on there, which he says is great for the water to run off and keep the snow off. This one he is selling for 6 gold. If you want to try to talk him down, you're more than welcome to. It would almost be expected that you would try to barter this with him.
Well, and to lower the price, perhaps I could offer to pay some gold, but also I will give him my small tent in trade.
Oh, show me this tent, he says. And
it's a good tent. It's served me well for the travels we've had the past few weeks.
Well, I can see there's a little wear here. It looks as though it's not been packed properly, and this pole, this will need replacing, and I've got to do some of the stitching here. I could give you 1 gold for this tent. It's about the value.
Very well. I will give you this tent and 4 pieces of gold, and you give me the caribou tent.
That and 4. Well, and he rubs his chin, looking at the ground, and you know this, again, is all part of the dance. Give me a bartering roll.
I will use my adaptive to make that, let's say, could I do bushcraft?
Yes, absolutely. You want to push that? Oh, shoot. Almost a dragon. You probably point out, that this is a hard-wearing tent, and he looks at you and he's like, the folk around here, there's very little need for small tents. I'm afraid that the best I can do is your 4 gold, this tent that's fit for livestock. Perhaps I'll put some chickens in there, and 5 silver.
How about I just give you 5 gold, this tent, and you give me a pair of boots as well.
He looks at your feet. I think I've got your size here somewhere. And he pulls out a pair of boots, and these are actually really nice boots. In fact, he shows you 2 pairs. And one is just a simple boot. These are usually a little pricey. I mean, boots are things that you want to definitely take good care of. The ones he has, in any big town, something nice you might pay 2 gold for. The ones here, they're a little simpler. They're probably worth about 1 gold. But he does have a pair of what he calls long-wearing boots. And these things are lined with fur, great for cold temperatures. These have a reinforced heel and just look like much, much nicer boots. And he says, I could give you a pair of these cheap ones. I throw it in, but if you want the best, well, that's an extra 2 gold.
So 6 gold, and I give you my small tent, and in return you give me the caribou hide tent and the insulated boots?
Yes, I think that's fair. So let me drop
Very well.
long-wearing boots into the chat. That actually gives you a boon on bushcraft rolls for overland travel. And let me get a tent. There is a large tent. Perfect. You want to drag and drop those on your character sheet. Is there anything else I can interest you in? We've ample supplies for traveling about, dried jerky and the like, this wonderful thing called pemmican that puts hair on the chest of even the women.
Well, I think that for now, this will suffice, but you will be the first I come to if we need more supplies. Thank you, good sir.
Yes, if you need me, Karlrik is my name. Be more than happy to barter with you in the future. His name is Karlrik. And he actually gives Dennis a little tiny piece of jerky, and Dennis seems to like it quite a bit.
Well, now that I've got this tent, I am maxed out. It might be a good idea before we leave to acquire something that we can use to carry our equipment in. That would, like a wagon of some sort or something like that.
And you do see around the settlement there are some small carts and things like that. There is a hand cart that could be pulled by hand. There's also small carts to be pulled by animals. There's even a dog sled that you see off on the side. There's not enough snow here for them to run the sled, but you know that on the snow and ice, which you've been on before, you know that this would travel very quickly. You could also make a travois, which is just like the sticks that you put a little mesh through and can drag that behind you or drag it behind an animal. But so there's a few things here. But he says, you really should go meet the Jarl soon. Your friends are standing over there looking at you, wondering what you're doing here.
Yes, very well. I will go and join them, that we might speak with the Jarl.
And Ursula, you're still down there. Was there something from the shop that you wanted to pick up before you head up to meet the Jarl?
Turns out freeing the Godwolf wasn't really a lucrative endeavor, so I'm still fairly broke.
That's one thing that you will definitely have the opportunity to, if not earn gold, to earn goodwill, and you may be gifted things, or especially if you can, get on good terms with like this tribe, and especially if they consider you a member of the tribe, you may be welcome to some of just their community goods. And so, even if you don't get a lot of loot here, there is a means to be able to avail yourself of goods and services. Shall we go meet the Jarl?
Yes, show us the way.
He points over there, that large hut. And let me grab some tokens. And I'll put us in here. And then I'll grab my notes. Okay. Let's get the notes. The war hall smells of tallow, wet fur, and iron. Spears are stacked by the doors. Riders move in and out, voices low and urgent. Hrothgar does not rise when you enter. In a gruff, commanding voice, he booms out, "You have come far north for folk who still smell of softer lands. If you've come seeking favors, you've chosen a poor hour." You can see that he studies a hide map spread across his lap, and he's got charcoal markers to mark passes and rivers and such. "Elric Frostborn has thrown down his challenge. He rides tusked giants and calls it destiny. If I let that stand, every half-crowned raider in the untamed wild will follow him." He then looks up, eyes sharp, tired, and resolute. "I will not have Yorheim torn apart by beasts and boasts. Who is it that graces my hall at this urgent hour?" And there is a...
Hi, I'm Ursula. How are you today? We're here because we wanted to talk to you about things going on, and we heard that you might be amenable to some discussions.
I am open to wisdom and information. It is only through the exchange of knowledge that one can lead correctly. I have been blinded in snowstorms before, but I will not be blinded in the open. So come, warm yourselves by my fire. Tell us what you would tell me.
So, are you friends with the ants?
The ants. We are the tribe of the wolf.
Oh.
I know not of the ants.
Well, the ants, spelled out, follow me and let us to you.
Nature has conspired to bring us to your hall.
He looks almost nervously left and right, and seated on his left hand you see a woman. And let me post a picture here. That is Freya. You see a woman there, and I do have a picture of the Jarl as well. Post that. When you mentioned that nature has brought you here, he turns to this woman at his side and says, he gestures to his left, to a beautiful and dangerous shield maiden. Her blonde hair is braided, and she has the look of her father. Freya, daughter, go and ask the Bear Witch to read the entrails. I would know how the gods favor us, or if they turn their back. But be cautious, I fear her cunning nature. Do not reveal more than you must. I sense that the tribe of the bear might make a move before this is all over. And he eyes Ursula intently. His daughter nods her head.
I'm not the one that's called my people a witch.
Are you from the tribe of the bear?
Nope. I'm from a little village over here. We were having a nice party, and then things went sideways.
Yes. You must understand. War is easy. It is restraint that costs. My people are ready. They always are. But once the spears are loosed, there is no calling them back. Go, daughter. Ask the Bear Witch for the portents. And she nods her head and rises and stalks out of the hut with grim determination. I would rather end this before the snow is black with blood.
Wolf tribes bleed black blood.
It's a figure of speech, you see. Red with blood, black with blood. It is dark. Now, Svarn, your backstory has a little something to do with Jarl Hrothgar, if you recall.
Okay.
This is the first time you've met him. This is supposedly the person that stole the heart anvil from your village of Flamehammer, which set you on this quest northwards. How does Svarn feel about meeting Jarl Hrothgar? He looks to be a very stern fellow.
Looking around, do I see any sign of the anvil?
Give me a spot hidden roll.
Hidden. Here we go. Negative.
No, you do not. This looks to be a hall of council. There is a fire, a hearth, but there's no forge, there's no anvil. There's a stack of weapons, but you don't see that this would be a place where those were being made.
All right. Well, I'm going to be somewhat distrusting of him. And I guess just continuing to keep my eye open for any sign of the anvil. Does he have any... Do I notice any emotions or reactions from him in my direction?
Yeah, in fact, he's looking at you. So he was focused on Ursula. Seeing a bear, you could tell it maybe set off his his internal dialogue of, I must consult with the bear. He's very much, seems to be a person of superstition, tradition, things like that. When he sees you, he meets your gaze. He does not look away. He does not look angry. He does not look guilty. He just looks with interest at you. In fact, he will beckon you forward. Small one, please. Step forward. Tell me.
I will.
Oh, go ahead.
I will proudly take a step forward, meeting his gaze.
Of what clan do you hail?
I hail from the Jotun Mountains. Flamehammer. You might know it.
He sits back in his chair. Yes, I know it. What is your business here, good dwarf?
I've been searching for something our clan has lost. Anvil.
Yes, I took it. And a murmur ripples through the warriors that are assembled here. I took it not for plunder, not for pride, and he gestures northwards. The wolves have been restless. The old howls have returned. Challenges to leadership cannot be unanswered. And his eyes grow hard. When young wolves howl, you do not answer them with new steel. You answer them with steel that remembers. Twilight steel is not forged. It is woken. The old anvils are no more. We needed that what we did not own. And your people would never have shared it. So I borrowed what was needed. And he inclines his head slightly. It's not an apology, but an acknowledgement of you. An anvil of power was required. I chose survival over courtesy. Help me forge 12 spears of twilight steel, weapons meant not for conquest but for what is coming. When they are complete, the anvil will be returned, along with furs, antlers, and tribute worthy of a wrong taken without leave. The debt will be paid, good dwarf, but the North must survive first.
I can respect your worry, your devotion to your people. It's a fair deal, and one that I acknowledge and agree to.
Good dwarf, and assembled newcomers, I task you with a trial. The trial of worth. You have stepped into our hall of council. Now you must prove yourselves worthy of this great privilege. Beyond my lands, the snow hunts as keenly as any beast. There roam... Oh, actually, let me do this. Put this up so it'll go into the chat. This is a quest. Let's see. One second. All right. Beyond my lands, the snow hunts as keenly as any beast. There roam saber-tooths, ancient killers, born of an age that never truly ended. And a faint smile touches his mouth. Bring me 10 of their pelts. Bring me 10 of their jaws. Let me see that you can face what the North remembers. He raises a finger. Do not bring me excuses. Do not bring me stories. Bring me proof. And only then does he nod. Do this and I will count you as allies in the days to come. Fail, and you may leave with your lives, but never set foot in Trastum again. These halls are only fit for heroes.
We can easily hunt some cats for you.
Oh, these are no mere cats. You will be well tested.
Wait, we're hunting meerkats?
Not mere cats, but they are not simply cats. They are larger than normal cats. And then he grows quiet and just looks at each of you in turn as though the conversation is over. Do you have anything else to say to Jarl Hrothgar?
Yes, for this quest, perhaps you would permit my wolf, Dennis, to smell the hide of one of these great cats, that he might track them, that we might have an easier time finding them to complete this trial you've given us.
No,
Yes.
all cat smell like Dennis. That's felinist.
I have just the thing. And he calls to one of his veteran warriors, this fellow here on his right. And he comes over to this chest and pulls out a hide. And it's this light tan fur, and it's of one of these cats. He says, "Send your wolf forward. We do not fear him." And Dennis can go and sniff that. Give me a... this will give you a boon. You don't need to make a roll now. This will give you a boon on a hunting and fishing roll, which is used to try and find and track these things. So that will be very helpful. I have added to the quest log under the journals. We still have the quest for the druid is listed there. We just need to go back now that we've met the Jarl. Then there's the quest for the Jarl, which is to go and claim 10 pelts and 10 jaws of the saber-tooths. And if we can do that, he will consider us worthy of the hall and may take us into his council. Anything else you would say to Jarl Hrothgar, or to those assembled?
I don't think so.
Let's go back out to Trastum.
Like, did they have any like traps or snares or anything we could borrow? To do
Yeah,
this?
so they've got them down here at the shop. They've got traps and snares. If you tell them that you're about the Jarl's business, there's a good chance that with a bartering roll, you'll be able to get those loaned to you.
Durian also has a snare.
Lothar also has a bear trap and a small trap.
Boy, we're loaded for bear here.
I have no ability to barter.
No, you go and say, "Hey, we're working for the Jarl," and the guy's like, "No, I'm not falling for that again."
We're working for the Jarl of the Bear Clan. He said you get. Oh, wait, wrong clan.
The
Hold
Bear
on.
Clan. What? He draws a blade. You notice, Abdurian, that while you're here, many of the people look at you with almost a little bit of reverence. You get a feeling they don't see many wolfkin around here, and those that they do, they probably feel a kinship to.
Durian's really tall for a wolfkin as well, so, he's imposing.
You see a warrior, Abdurian, and he is admiring your skin art. And you can see that he is painted with blue woad. He's got the blue pigment on his face. And he looks at you and he gets a little close and he says, "Good wolf, please tell me, what boon do these offer you?"
Yes, well, I've been given the two. I have the bark of the adder, which, well, it does quite a bit, but I could do a bit of poisoning with my saliva if I do wish, but, well, it's also an antidote, which I find more useful.
You are
excuse me, go on.
you are fearsome indeed. You are blessed by the wolves.
Well, I would hope, but then I was killed, or nearly killed by a boar the other day. That was a little awkward. The mark of the cat did not help me there to dodge its tusks. No, it tore me to shreds.
What you need for a boar is a great long spear. They cannot get close, and you can thrust at their ribs. Look here, and he shows you on his face. He's got a few blue markings. This here is for courage and bravery. It frightens off all of the spirits of the ancestors of my enemies, so that they will not aid them in battle. Perhaps you and I can trade secrets at some point. And he may be a teacher for skin art for you.
curious. Yeah, I think a Dorian would definitely be into that. Yes, well, I believe we'll be spending much time here, so I think that would be nice.
Yes, when you return, if you have proven yourselves worthy, then come and see me, and we will talk of things, war and battle. Has the Jarl tasked you with some noble quest? Do you go to strike at Elric now? Or at Yiva, their daughter? To where do you go?
Nothing so exciting, I'm afraid. You hardly mentioned that name you just mentioned, but we go to hunt saber cats, was it?
Oh.
Saber-tooths, something of the sort.
Oh, well, if you thought boars were a challenge, you're in for a great surprise. I happen to know where you might find them. And he, do you have a map of these lands? And you guys do have a map if you go and retrieve it. Send us to our overland map. So we're down here at Trastum, down into here, and he points up and says there's a lair up in the north. Just head north from the village, up around the edge of the woods. Go east, go west. You will find it, or they will find you. They are wily hunters. They hunt in packs. You will not fall upon one by itself, no. Where you see one, there are many. Does anyone else... sorry, go ahead.
I don't suppose you want to go hunting with us, do you?
I'm afraid I have other business I must attend to, but I have hunted these things before. If you can find their den, well, it's much harder for them to pounce upon you from cover. You will have them cornered. They will fight fiercely, but keep your back to the wall and you may do well.
Good to know, good to know.
Does anyone have any other business here? If not, you can either go back to the druid, or you can go hunt saber-tooths, or go explore.
Well, I say we go hunt some cats.
Lothar is in agreement with hunting cats, that is.
Where do you want to head? Do you want to head straight north? Do you want to stop anywheres on the way? Looking here at the map, where would you like to go?
Like
Probably follow the directions. Head north to the edge of the forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to take us about 2 days to get there, and it's probably mid-afternoon. You could stay here in the village for the night. You wouldn't need to make any sort of bushcraft rolls. It's a safe place. There are huts and halls, and that shopkeeper would even help you set up that tent. You'd have no problems with it. There's no quicksand or anything you're going to stumble into. So you were welcome to spend the rest of the day here. You could also work on training one another a little bit, and then we can head out, or you can leave now and show the Jarl that, he gives you an order, you go and do it. I'll leave that up to you guys. Or do you show him that it's best to be prepared first?
I say there's no reason to be speedy. Let's be comfortable for at least a night.
Be well rested. Anyone object?
Sounds good to me.
Let's go back to the Trastum map, and we'll spend the night here. So if anyone wants to do any training, we can train each other. As long as you have to have a skill above 15. You can train someone who has a skill lower than yours, and then you just you work at it for the rest of the day, and then you'll get to make an improvement roll right away. And if you do improve a skill through training, you can still try to improve it at the end of the session, but you can't gain consecutive levels through training. You'd have to do one through training and then get one through adventuring, and then you could train another one. So if anyone wants to do any training, I think we've got one or two characters that have scores higher than 15. Lothar, you're probably the most adventured.
Does it have to be higher, or can it be 15?
It can be 15.
Okay, then I've got a few.
So Lothar...
I think Lothar has 3 skills above 15.
Yeah, you've got sneaking, bows, and knives. Abdurian... Ursula has bows and brawling. Abdurian has brawling, hunting and fishing, and sneaking. So how about Lothar? Do you want to learn, try to improve? Well, you can't improve bows, but you can improve brawling from either Ursula or Abdurian. You could improve hunting and fishing, or you can't do sneaking, but you could do brawling or hunting and fishing. Do you want to try to practice one of those?
Certainly, I think I would be interested in improving my hunting and fishing.
So you can spend time with Abdurian. So Abdurian, what do you teach him about hunting and fishing?
And Abdurian definitely owes him a favor for saving him with that boar situation, so I like that. I think,
Yeah.
I don't know, being where we are and preparing for what we're doing, I think he would just... he's not really much in the beast lore front, but just trying to prepare for this specific hunt, what we might look for, smell, sense, keep going over what that guy taught us about the path.
Yeah, excellent. And so as you guys spend this time together, let me have each of you give me a hunting and fishing roll as you're putting those skills into practice. So Lothar, you see where you need assistance, and Abdurian helps to correct that. Maybe you're trying to read the sense. You've always had a dog that has done this for you, but now you're learning to smell the patches of urine, or read some of those markings that you've always let your dog do, and this will help you be a more well-rounded hunter. So go ahead and put a check mark on hunting and fishing for me, Lothar, and then you can make that attempt right away.
Yes, this patch of urine smells awfully fresh, and it smells of wolfkin. Abdurian, have you been here?
Well done, you passed.
It's mine. I had to go.
This patch of urine on Antaeus's legs smells familiar. Did not increase it, but you have a pretty high hunting and fishing, but still a very good use of your time. What would maybe Lothar can try to teach Abdurian something? Lothar can teach sneaking, bows, or knives.
Does your sneaking have to be higher?
Yes, and his
15.
his is higher. He has a 17.
Oh. So it was sneaking, bows,
and knives.
Not that I have a bow, but that will be useful eventually. Maybe sneaking would be better. Not that it's likely to improve, but it kind of makes sense with what we're doing.
Especially
It's
with the
easy to
hunting
learn
and
sneaking.
fishing. Yeah.
Right.
So Lothar, what? How are you teaching Abdurian sneaking?
Well, when you sneak up on an animal that you're hunting, you tend to want to put your toes down first, not your heels, so that you can feel the ground and make sure you're not going to step on a twig that will spook the animal, and watch your footing as you sneak up on whatever it is you're hunting.
Now you practice this by stalking something here in Trastum. Who or what are you stalking?
Perhaps we're stalking Peapod as he is sitting on the knight's shoulder.
Yeah, if you can approach Antaeus without alerting Peapod, that would be significant. So, Lothar, why don't you give me a sneaking roll as you do your best to show Abdurian how to approach. Oh yeah, easily demonstrated. And Abdurian, go ahead and try to match that skill that he showed. Yeah, and you succeed. You learn, if I ever need to sneak up on a squirrel, this is the way. So go ahead and check your sneaking box, and then you can make an attempt right away. Oh, and you did. Look at that. It went up. So now maybe just make a note, like in your background, there's notes at the bottom, and you could, or somewhere in there, just so that your sneaking went from 15 to 16 through training, just so the next time that goes up, it has to be through dragons and demons or end of the session stuff. We've got Ursula can teach bows or brawling. Does anyone want to learn bows or brawling from Ursula? Does anyone want to learn brawling, hunting, and fishing from Abdurian? Or sneaking, bows, or knives from Lothar?
I'll learn hunting and fishing from Obdurian.
Okay, so Abdurian, you're going to teach Ursula some hunting and fishing. So, what do you guys go and hunt? Now that do you try and hunt Peapod? Now that you've stocked up on Peapod?
Yeah, we've kind of scared off all the wildlife training with Lothar, so I think that's really our only option now is to keep sneaking up on Peapod and hunting him down. Friendlyly, of course.
Or does Lothar send Dennis out in the woods and you guys go find Dennis with your hunting and fishing skills?
That's a cute idea. I like that.
Are we near a river? I was hoping for more fishing. I like salmon.
There is definitely a river nearby.
You are a bear. That makes sense.
Yeah. There would be a source of water for these people. So let's have Abdurian give me that role as maybe you identify the best places to catch these big fish. Oh, and yeah, you're looking at it and you're thinking, gosh, this is harder than it looks. But maybe by your bad example, you show Ursula what not to do. So Ursula, give me a hunting and fishing roll.
More of a hunter than a fisher.
Yeah. So you both struggle and fail. So you spend a little more time. In fact, you spend probably the rest of the afternoon working at this, trying to perfect this. So Ursula, you can check that box, and then you can make an attempt to improve that. Nice, and it went up. Excellent. So again, same thing. Just make a note that can't go up through training. It needs to go up through through experience. I think Svarn, I think you have a knife skill. Do you want to learn knives from Lothar?
Yes, I would love to increase my skill with knives.
So Lothar, how do you train Svarn in the finer art of knife throwing or knife wielding?
Well, Lothar mostly uses his knives for quartering animals and preparing them, so perhaps he won't actually do that to poor little Peapod, but he'll use Peapod as an example, show him you want to cut here and cut the meat out there and avoid this, and so on and so forth to get the meat harvested well, and when you're finished, you'll have a nice quartered little squirrel.
Well, give me a roll, Lothar, if you would, to see how well you instruct. Oh yeah, very deftly done, with a butcher's precision. And Svarn, you can go ahead and make a knife roll as well to see how well this information takes. Yeah, and excellent teacher. In fact, you do a little better, and perhaps Lothar is impressed with your knife skills. So now, Svarn, you can check the knife box, then go ahead and try to improve that. Yeah, nice. It goes up. Excellent. So again, just somewhere in your character, like in the background notes, just make a note about that. What about Antaeus? Do you want to learn something from anyone? If not, there are folk in town, in Traston, that may be able to teach you something, if there's a skill that you're interested in.
I only take instruction from squirrels.
From squirrels. Well, so we can do something from Peapod. Peapod can teach. And it could be sneaking. Could also teach beast lore or acrobatics.
I think Antaeus is okay at this point.
Okay. You're not going to try and climb trees and leap from limb to limb like a squirrel?
Fully in full armor, absolutely.
Let's go ahead and spend the night. So there is food that is brought out to many of the townspeople. You notice, however, that none is brought to you. You're welcome to stay here, but they are not sharing their food with you. Do you ask anyone about that?
I'll ask. I don't mind being rude.
It's Scandinavia. So it's what you expect.
Right? They say, good dwarf. We have been told by the Jarl himself that until you prove yourself in the trial of worth, you are not allowed to partake of our food.
And yet you partake in my clan's anvil.
And so this person actually lowers his face in shame and says it was the Jarl's choice. If he did it, he must have had good reason. But know, good dwarf, that we have treated it with the utmost respect. It has not been used, it has merely been stored until the time is right to forge twilight steel. My hope is that you can be part of the tribe and perhaps help in that forging.
I would be a great honor.
It would be an honor for us, indeed. Here, I'm going to leave some food at the edge of the camp. If I happen to walk away and someone takes it, well, I'll pay it no mind. And later, you see him set some bread and some sliced meat in a little basin, and he leaves it at the edge of the camp and then walks away from it. And if you take it, there are enough for the 5 of you plus the dog, or the wolf.
Yes, I'll go collect it.
You can all do a full night's rest, recover all your conditions, willpower, hit points, and everything. And then when dawn breaks, it is time to go northwards. And do you get up before dawn, or at just as the sun crests the hills?
I'll be stretching my arms and body at sunup.
Nice. You're out sunning yourself, feeling the warm rays of the sun, and the camp begins to bustle about. And you can see there's a few more folk carrying swords and axes and spears than you saw the day before. Let's go to our overland map. We've got a 2-day trek to get to the edge of the Frostwood. This first part is pretty easy going, but I will need a bushcraft roll from whoever's leading the way.
Lothar will offer to be the guide again.
Okay. Yeah, excellently oriented on course. You take a straight due north to the edge of the woods. We can go another short stretch, shift of time here and travel, or we can pause here to do any hunting that we might need to do. Anyone want to stop, or should we push on?
Let's push on.
Let us push on. Who wants to make the next bushcraft roll? Anyone feeling lucky?
Don't forget what happened last time I bushcrafted us.
That's why I'm asking. Last time we found the quicksand. However, I don't think you'll have that same mistake twice. If you want to attempt that again, Svarn.
I'll lead the way.
Oh,
Yes!
Just what we needed. Excellent. That will get us up to here. Let me roll a die. As we are heading northwards, you notice Svarn, up ahead there's a birch tree that arches across this game path that you're traveling along. And its trunk is split, but it has not fallen completely. As you get a little closer, give me an awareness roll, Svarn.
Let's see, awareness. What am I seeing here?
So you notice that there are strange marks on the wood. It looks like claw marks or maybe purposely carved into the wood. You're not sure. It's not carved. The closer you get, it looks like these marks have grown into the tree. The tree has grown around these marks, almost like if you had placed something there for 5 years and then removed it, these marks would be there. It's very unnatural that you see, but it almost looks like language.
I'll point it out to my fellow companions. What do y'all make of this?
Well, Lothar,
It looks like just the marks of a tree, no different from any other in the forest.
Abdurian, as your skin is marked with symbols of power, give me a myths and legends roll.
Yeah, Durian is marked, but he wasn't taught much of these marks. I roll twice.
Nope. Antaeus rolled languages. So yeah, you look at this and you think maybe you agree with Lothar. Maybe this is, my skin is marked, but I don't know these. Why would someone mark a tree?
You mentioned I thought it might be letters. Can I use my language skill to try to read it?
Absolutely.
It does indeed say something.
It's an old language, and you can't quite piece together what it says directly, but you can roughly translate it into what you think it says. With a dragon, you would have probably nailed the translation, but like any translation, it's not exact. But you get some notice, some inkling of.
As a bearkin, can I determine if this is something that's supposed to be read by rubbing your back against it?
Ooh, no, but you can tell that this looks to be. In fact, you succeed on the language roll. This is some sort of language that's not unlike the bear speak, like a bear that was sentient, much like yourself, would likely have made this. And what the words say, you piece it together with Svarn.
I know this one. It says, "Beware little blonde girls that sleep in your bed."
It has something similar to that. It's more like this is no safe rest. Now you have traveled for 2 shifts. You could rest here, or you can do a forced march to continue traveling.
Well, it seems someone doesn't want us sleeping here. Let's push on.
If you want to push on to do a forced march, everyone will become exhausted.
The only problem I see is if we push on, we may be setting up camp where these saber-tooths are said to live, and I think that whatever trouble we might find here would be less than a pack of these saber-tooths while we are sleeping. I think that might be easier to deal with.
Do you believe everything you read on trees?
It's up to you. I'll happily rest my head. But at some point, someone felt this was a poor choice.
Well, that is simply my advice. I leave it up to the others to decide. I will go either way.
Yeah, a little blonde port-chilling brat. Why?
Now, you did have a blonde girl in Trastum that was Freya, the Jarl's daughter, that likely passed this way. Maybe there is some truth to that.
I think we should push on.
How does
And
Abdurian and
I'll
Antaeus
start
feel?
marching since one is talking. I'm going to continue on the path.
Like every good dwarf would.
Aye.
What about Antaeus and Abdurian?
Sometimes, maybe it is more prudent to avoid a known danger as opposed to just a suspected one. And maybe stopping here would be a good idea.
If there's trouble here, we won't be exhausted. As if there's trouble there, we will be. So I say we just prepare as well as we can and rest here.
Does someone go and get the dwarf?
You guys following me? Catch up with your long legs.
You
Got a
look
job.
like knows where he's going. I'll follow the dwarf.
Abdurian and Svarn are headed through the woods, not wishing to stay here. These were the two that read the languages, and the rest of you may feel, rightly or wrongly, that maybe they saw more into it than what they said.
Where are the rest of our companions?
But let them go alone would be a death sentence. So perhaps we should stick together.
Common sense isn't so common around here, apparently. All right, let's go back to the sleepyheads.
If you are going to make camp here, I will need Lothar to make a bushcraft roll with his tent. If he succeeds, everybody can sleep without having to make a bushcraft roll.
Can we offer help in putting up the
it'll
tent?
give him a boon on that. I think he gets a boon. Or no, that's finding the way. So yeah, if everyone chips in, then he gets a boon on his bushcraft roll.
It does also, I believe the tent offers a boon for setting up camp, so 2 boons for
Yes.
this roll.
Yep, that's. I was thinking
will-
there was a boon from the. Lord.
Yes, that will be good.
Ooh, nice. Take the dragon. You get the tent set up. Who's keeping watch tonight? Are you all taking it in shifts or pairs? How do you want to do it?
Perhaps we should do pairs if we are concerned about danger being rather close.
Or maybe those of us who felt safe here should be the ones on watch.
Abdurian volunteers for sure.
I'll take morning watch. I'll take last watch.
Well, Lothar can take the middle watch then, if Abdurian wishes to take the first watch.
Perfect.
This will be in the middle watch. So this is Lothar.
I believe so.
Okay, I'm gonna pull Lothar and Dennis. Let me take you guys to this map. So there's Lothar and Dennis, and then we've got the others together in the tent. And I can just draw the tent on here real quick for us.
This patch of wood seems awfully familiar.
Very familiar. It's like we've been here before. There's the tent. Give me an awareness roll, Lothar. Excellent. As you are sitting out, it's very, very late. you hear a sound, a rustle, coming from the north.
Well, I will have Dennis go and investigate, and I will follow behind him quietly and sneakily.
Give me a spot hidden roll, and you can have a boon with your dog helping out.
I will make that a hunting and fishing if possible.
Okay. Yes. You notice that Dennis, his hackles are up. He's on edge. He has gotten wind of something, and he does not like it. Now he's a hunting dog. He's a wolf. I mean, he's used to taking down game. This is not prey. He almost looks as though he feels threatened.
Well, I will send Dennis back to wake the others, and perhaps I will fire a warning arrow at whatever this creature is.
You can give me a bow shot with a bane. You're shooting into the dark where you think the sound came from. And you hear your arrow strike true. It's a thunk. And you hear something fall to the ground, and then you hear the scuffling in brush as it rises back up. And then you see the things coming out of the woods. There are quite a few of them. These look to be, let me post a picture, they look like men. They look like barbarians, but there is something different about them. It's almost like they are not breathing. They are very much dead.
Yes, knight, don your codpiece and to battle. We're surrounded.
I think Antaeus probably sleeps with his codpiece.
That would be accurate.
Let's roll initiative or draw initiative cards. Let me reset the deck. If you guys want to go pick some cards, I'm going to get us some battle music.
Ursula confirms he does. She's very sad about it.
Does Peapod have a little codpiece as well?
Rides in the codpiece.
Oh, nice. Okay. Let me just grab this. Come on, move. Okay. This one goes first, and he will stagger into the clearing. He can go there. He can double move. But then that is his full action. Abdurian, you're up next. You heard the call to action. You're still in the tent.
So he bursts out and almost runs into this guy.
Nice.
Maybe not even realizing there's something wrong with it. It just sees an aggressive human. Tries to bite him.
Nice. Ooh. Now that is piercing damage with the bite.
Yeah, I do believe so. Yeah.
That damage is cut in half with piercing on undead. He does take some damage. It gets through through his skin, and you feel the taste in your mouth. You bite through this rotted, studded leather that he's wearing, and then this taste is just foul. It's decay and death and rot. Antaeus, you're up next.
Deus is going to burst out of the tent with the sounds of battle. He seems energized to be able to swing his hammer,
And not be on his back. This would be wonderful.
at least for the time being.
Ooh. Take the dragon. Oh no. Why did you have a demon?
What?
Wait. How come it
Did it
rolled
roll
2 dice?
Shouldn't have.
No. You got the dragon first, so we'll take the dragon. I don't know why that rolled.
It says if you click on the dice, it says Bane's below strength, so probably below strength score for using that weapon, I'd imagine.
What is your strength is 14. You've used this weapon before.
I have.
Two-handed weapons are generally
Are you injured?
Two-handed weapons are generally a 16 strength.
Oh yeah. You need a masterworked warhammer. We'll resolve that. We're gonna count that as a demon, or sorry, as a dragon. For now, let me, okay, hang on. Let's fix this.
I used it last time with no
Yeah,
problem.
and there was no bane. Why? Weird. All right, let me.
Did you have a warhammer or a light hammer?
I think you had the heavy hammer. I think that's all you've had.
Yeah, I've had no changes.
Okay, tell you what we'll do. We'll do this for now, and we'll come up with a reason why you have this hammer. I'm going to make it kind of a medium hammer, so it'll do slightly less damage, but you'll have just enough strength to wield it. So I'm going to change it to medium warhammer. And instead of 2d10, we'll do, let's see, we'll do 1d20, we'll do 2d8. There we go. Okay, so if you want to roll 2d8 plus 1d4, we'll get that applied. There.
D8 plus a D4.
Yes, I think I said d5, sorry. 2d8 plus 1d4. Nine points. Nice. And he's got... Cut that down. And that's bludgeoning.
Apparently medium.
There we go. Oh, but you know that. Sorry, that would have been a dragon, because you did roll a 20 first. So let me double that. So that will put him 7. That'll put him at 1.
Wrong game, Brandon. 20s are bad.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yep. Hang on. Yeah. So sorry, the 20 was first. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Having a moment here. So that will be a mishap. That is not damage to him. So your first roll was a demon on that. Go ahead and roll the mishap table. We don't hit ourselves. So re-roll it. If you roll that again, you hit Abdurian. Oh. Okay, Abdurian, you take 9 points of damage, minus any armor you might have. And you have
Which
no
is
armor.
none.
Yep, so you take 9 points of damage. As Antaeus swings wildly and the follow-through clocks Abdurian right in the face.
Gotta say, Antaeus is one of my best characters so far.
So far, this is about as good as we've ever had from you. So yeah, fantastic. Svarn, you're up.
Oh, I'm going to get out of the tent grumbling, saying, I told you so. And it looks like there's one barbarian that we can see. Is that correct?
No, you can see all 6 of them kind of skulking through. There's one kind of over here. There's 2 up here, and there's 2 over to the left-hand side. Then the one right next to Abdurian, Lothar, and Antaeus.
All right. How injured does the one next to the crew look?
Not very. In fact, Abdurian looks more injured than that undead barbarian.
Oh boy. All right. Fireball it is.
Nice.
Fireball at this fellow right here.
Excellent.
Let's
Go ahead and you
see.
can target him. Click on him and push T, and it should target him. And then you can click on your fireball and choose your power level. Excellent. Very good. Roll damage.
How do
On
how
the-
do I roll?
On the chat screen, it shows your success, and then it says roll damage. Just click on the roll damage, the little green rectangle. Do you see where that is? So in the chat, the little 2 chat bubbles in the upper right toolbar.
Yeah.
You see fireball at power level 1 targeting undead barbarian succeeded. You rolled an 11,
Yep.
and then it says roll damage. Will it let you click that if you click on roll damage?
I don't see a roll damage. Oh, okay. Sorry, I needed to scroll down.
Oh, excellent. Let me deal that damage. A good hit. Blood flies freely from him. You still have some movement left if you want to take it.
In between, and I'll continue grumbling about my companions who didn't listen to me. I think I'm gonna stay right where I am. To be honest with you, I like my spot.
This guy charges up and swings at you with a 2-handed axe.
Oof.
And he will slash. Oh, and that's a hit. Now, do you have something that lets you evade? You've used your turn. You do not have fast footwork. You're going to take this hit.
Nope. Yep.
And no one's around to guardian you. You get whomped for 17 damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
Minus your armor, which is none. So
0.
Yep. So you're going to drop.
Yep.
Oof. Let me. I can apply that damage to you, and it will. There we go. Lothar, you're up.
Well, Lothar is going to attempt to evade.
Yep, and you can move away.
And then he's going to use Twin Shot.
Okay.
And I forget, is this, I just roll once
Yeah,
to hit?
you roll
and
once
do
and you roll
damage?
damage twice, and it should apply a bane to your roll. Nice, that's a hit. Oh, you just rolled your skill, not your actual bow.
Oh, yes, I forgot.
So-
My bow does
And add your agility
D12
damage.
plus my D6.
Okay. And is that to the 2 barbarians that are here near the tent?
The one in front of Abdurian, and then the one that just took out Svarn.
Okay, got it. Go ahead and roll the damage. So this is the one next to Abdurian. Takes 2. His armor blocks all of that. And then the one by Svarn takes 17. Yeah, his armor...
Oh, I almost
does not
rolled
block all
minimum
of that.
and maximum for that. That was strange.
How do you take out the one that took out Svarn? Oh, wait, hang on. It's piercing. Sorry. It's half damage. Never mind.
It is a magical weapon, though.
Okay, then it takes him out. How do you take him out?
Well, the first arrow I fire at the one near Abdurian, and it seems to get stuck in his armor, but as I bring my bow around and fire a second shot at the one near Svarn, it strikes true and perhaps shatters his skull, and he crumbles to the ground, no longer a threat.
Lands very near Svarn. Let's see. He will double move, but that's his turn. This guy will move to there. And Dennis.
Dennis will begin to lick Svarn, and maybe thinks that his blood tastes rather good, but he won't. He knows that he's a friend, so he will stand watch for now.
Give me a persuasion roll for Dennis. He might be able to rally Svarn with licking. Let me drag a skill. He doesn't have a skill.
Yeah, he
listed.
does not have a persuasion skill.
So he'll have persuasion at 5. Let me add that to him. So to rally someone, it's a will roll with a bane for yourself, or a successful persuasion roll can rally someone else as well. There, he should have persuasion as a skill now. No, it just gets him wet and slobbery. Ursula. Just pull the covers up tighter and go to sleep.
So Ursula will, kind of stretch. Is the tent flap both of the square 4 meters at the top, or is just the one?
Yeah, so it's the two of them in the middle there.
All right, she'll come up. See the dwarf lying down and being licked by the dog. Why are we playing in the middle of the night? Oh, never mind. Move over here.
Need an evade roll for that?
Yeah. I'm not taking a boon, or a bane rather, from my chainmail because I'm not wearing it.
Ooh, do you push that?
Nope, you got me. Go for it.
All right. Let me attack you, and then you can complete your turn if you survive. Two-handed axe chops in at the bear. And I think that's a miss. That is a miss. Excellent.
I approve of this. I'll apply healing. Try to get some of the dog slobber off the wounds.
Turns out it's antiseptic. Ooh, well done. So Svarn heals 1d6. I'll let you roll that, Ursula.
Okay.
Nice.
I only came outside because you stopped mumbling.
There, Svarn is back on his. Well, I was gonna say back on your feet. You're prone, but you're back in the fight at least. All right, round 2. This guy's gonna go after. Let's see. 1 is Antaeus, 2 is Obdurian. Obdurian. Antaeus, you can Guardian this if you want to. This guy's going to chop at Obdurian. You kind of owe him one after hitting him with your hammer. You don't have Guardian?
No, I have defensive.
Oh, I thought you had Guardian. Okay, never mind.
All knights, I think, should have Guardian as
yeah,
well.
Why don't you have Guardian? Because you are a knight.
Oh, that's right.
Let me... Yeah, let me put that on you. I don't know why you don't have that. Okay, now you have Guardian. If you want a Guardian, you can click on that, spend the willpower, and the attack will hit you instead.
I do owe him, so yes, I'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. You've also got the armor to be able to take this. And you could also use then defensive if you want to parry it. And not waste your turn. The attack comes in, and it's a hit. Do you want to use defensive, or do you want to take that hit?
I will use defensive.
Okay. Then you can make an attack roll and just select parry when you go to attack him. So target him. Well, actually, I don't think you need to target him, but just select parry.
Defensive, and then target which one?
The one just north of you, above you, and then select on your hammer and do a parry roll. Oh, I thought that was a demon. Okay, you succeed. Your warhammer will take damage. It takes 18 damage. What's your warhammer? Your warhammer is broken. You can still use it, but you'll have a bane on it as it takes this mighty blow. But you could have taken 18 points of damage. That could have been much, much worse. Ursula, your turn.
All right. I don't know who these guys are or why they're here. But they're hurting my friends, which pisses Ursula off.
Ooh, Berserk Bear. Here we go. This is like Cocaine Bear.
It is. So she is going to bite this guy. Yes. So that's a crawling skill with a boon because of Berserk.
Oh, take the dragon. Double damage.
Yeah, I gotta check what my bite does. Sorry.
2d6.
Double cheat. Description. It does 2d8 piercing.
2d8.
So,
Excellent.
so 48. Oops.
Well, he's going to take half piercing damage, so you could just roll it once and he'll just take the full 2d8.
Nah, I'll roll 48 and you can have it.
Right? It's fun.
Do that.
It's fun rolling.
8
Sweet. That is enough. How do you take him
Yes.
out?
or 7. So seeing these things have downed one friend and somehow managed to hit another friend in the back with a hammer.
They don't even have hammers.
She goes into a rage and just like rips this one's leg off, grabs it with front paws and beats him to death with it.
Nice. Now you still have a little movement left if you want to take any more movement.
Yeah, just
And Lothar, it's your turn.
bounce around here.
Perfect.
Well, not the best shot, but it hopefully will get through the armor and do a little damage.
It does. Just a little bit. Oh, wait, you have a magical weapon. Hang on. There we go. And Abdurian, your turn. Ooh, excellent.
Oh, jeez, well, halved.
Oh,
Antaeus, with your broken hammer, you can still battle away. You'll just have a bane on it, and then you can make a crafting roll later to try and repair that.
Antaeus is going to yell a warning out to Abdurian here before he plants his feet to swing.
Get out of range.
That should have been with the Bane, though, correct?
Yeah, it's checked as broken. Do you want to push that?
Yeah, I'll push that.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now you have not activated, or you have not moved. If you don't move, you can activate Massive Blow, which will add D8 to this.
I was actually like to do that. That's why he planted his feet.
Excellent. So roll the double weapon damage, or you can do a free attack against that other guy, and you can do Massive Blow on that guy if you want. I'm going to say it doubles the Massive Blow as well.
Yeah, I'll do the free attack against one that has not been damaged yet.
Okay.
So how do you want me to roll that?
So on the chat screen, click on free attack against another enemy.
Okay.
And then click roll damage. And then roll 2d8. Nice. You squash that guy, and now make a free attack on that guy next to you.
This should be with the Bane, correct?
Yes. Do you want to push that?
No, I'm not going to push that one.
Okay. Well done, though. This guy moves up. Doesn't go through the tent. He goes around, but still you get the idea. He cannot attack because it took his full movement. This guy will attack. 1 is Ursula, 2 is Antaeus. Antaeus, this attack's coming in at you. Two-handed axe up over his head, slashing down. That is a hit. You can use defensive, or you'll take the hit.
I'll use defensive.
Okay. And then go
Well,
ahead.
with this, though, is there a way that my hammer can become even more broken and unusable?
I think it just gets completely destroyed. You have a torch equipped as well. You could pull out the torch and try and block it with the torch. It'll probably just destroy your torch, but you can do it. You have it at hand.
Yeah, I'll try that.
And make an attack roll with your torch.
Parry roll?
Yes, a parry roll. And you succeed. Your torch will take... yeah, your torch is destroyed. I'm going to remove your... Actually, I'll mark your torch as broken. It's probably just destroyed. He cuts it in half, I think is probably what's going to happen if he hits it with a two-handed axe.
It'll still burn.
Yep. Now you got 2 smaller torches. Dennis, your turn.
Dennis will simply sit down and watch the battle.
Okay. And then it is Svarn Goldentooth's turn.
Guess another fireball spell at this hombre right here.
I'm going to have you stand up just to make life easier for you.
Okay.
Oh, and I need Svarn to make a Constitution roll as well for when you dropped. Ooh, do you want to push that?
Yeah, I'll push that. I'm going to take on Disheartened.
Nice. Roll damage.
Did I need to increase the power level before I cast it?
Yes. So when you
Okay.
go to cast it, it'll ask you power level, and you can choose 1, 2, or 3 there. So you have to choose it
Okay.
before you roll.
Gotcha.
Nice.
And you said you wanted a Constitution check for me?
Yeah, so whenever you hit 0 hit points, you have to make a con roll or take a severe injury. I forgot to have you do that, so we'll do that now. Oh, you're good. You're good. This guy that was waiting in the trees will rush up. Can he reach? Nope, he can get to there. I'm going to go to round 3. Ursula, you're up first.
This guy's the nearest, so I'm gonna claw him.
Go for it.
What? Rolling with a boon.
12 or 12. We'll take it. Nice.
7 bludgeoning, I guess.
And do you move at all?
No, I'm too angry to do anything but attack.
Oh, that's right. You went berserk.
Yeah.
Lothar. There, you're not obscured. If it says you are, you're not. Nice. That's a hit. Excellent.
And that is magical damage with my magical bow.
Yep, I applied the full amount. This guy, 1 is Abdurian, 2 is Ursula. Abdurian, he comes up here and brings an axe onto you. You have not acted. You can evade or parry this.
Try to evade. Ooh, do I finally get to use my cat mark? I've been waiting.
Yeah, if you want to use your cat mark, that'd be awesome.
It just gives me a free push without taking a condition. Of course, I have to do the skin art roll.
Yeah, do the skin art, and then if you pass that, yeah, then go ahead and re-roll evade. Nice. His attack comes in, and it would have hit you. Let's see how much damage you would have taken. You can also move 1 square. You would have taken. Oh, not bad. Not bad.
I think that might have downed me though. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, not quite. But I would have had 1 hit point left.
Oof.
So. Whoops.
This one will attack Svarn. And Svarn, you have also not acted yet. You could choose to evade or parry this if you like. Or you can take the hit.
Do I have to...
Actually, he misses, so never mind.
Excellent.
And this one will, let's see, 1 is Ursula, 2 is Antaeus. Antaeus, this one comes at you. You have likewise not acted, so if you chose to, you could evade or use defensive or parry this. But his swipe comes in overhead, and it's going to be a hit. Do you want to take this hit? Do you want to evade and cost you your turn, or you can use defensive, or you can parry, and it'll cost you your turn?
Gonna take the hit.
Okay. Not bad. Let me apply that. I think you'll not be dead, so that's good. Yeah, you only took 4. Abdurian, you evaded. Antaeus, your turn.
Mateus plant his feet and swing.
Uh-oh, Abdurian, you're close. Better hope he doesn't take a wide arcing swing here.
Does a bit of a pirouette first.
Dang. You want to push it?
I am gonna push it.
Ah, shoot. Dennis.
Yeah, Dennis will continue to rest on the ground.
Svarn.
I am going to cast Gust of Wind
Nice.
at this undead barbarian in front of me.
I love it.
Let's do it. Oh, not enough willpower points. Have I really used 14 willpower points?
Did you do the full rest before, after we left, or when we slept the night in Trastum?
Well, we slept. Oh, did I hit the button? You mean?
Yeah. To recover.
I did not. I did not.
Okay. Well, let's see. So you have spent.
I think I've spent 4.
You've cast
I've
two
fireball twice.
fireballs. Yeah. So let me recover that. Oh, added 1 too many. Okay, try
There we
that
go.
again. Try that again.
Thank you. Sorry.
Yep.
Give it to me. There we
There
go.
we go. So roll damage. This is 2d4 damage and pushes him 2d4 meters away. Oh, nice. So he takes 7.
And it's bludgeoning damage as well.
Whoops, that went to Antaeus. Let me do that again. So bludgeoning damage. That takes him out, and his body is flung up against this rock. You can move if you like.
Let's see. Other than those 2 that we're engaged with, I don't see any others
Nope.
lurking in the woods.
Nope, just those 2.
All right, I'm just gonna move right into here.
Okay. Abdurian, you're up first.
Okay. He's actually going to try to grapple with this one.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, okay. So he
I
has
think he
to,
used a opposed roll, but
he
yeah.
has to make an opposed brawling roll, and he has to get a dragon. No.
Oh.
All right.
Close.
He is grappled, so if it fails, you fall to the ground, but you succeeded. You're both on the ground. He's trapped in your grip. As long as you maintain your grip, the enemy can neither move nor perform any action that requires body movement except trying to break free. While you're maintaining your grip, you can do the break action, which is an unarmed attack with a boon that cannot be dodged or parried. So grappling is super useful. So you are both down and prone. Let me mark this guy as prone in case someone swings at him. Perfect. Antaeus, you are up.
Try this again with a broken hammer.
Do it. Nice.
I forgot to roll with the bane though.
Roll another d20. It should do it automatically because I've marked your hammer as damaged. That's still a hit. Roll damage. The lucky twos have it. Let me apply damage. Excellent. Did you want to make that a massive blow? You can choose after you know if it hits or not.
Yeah, I will. So it's add a
D8.
D8, right?
And just spend the willpower to do that. Well, you know, we've got a little extra in there.
It was worth it.
Absolutely. It looked cool. Lothar. Or no, sorry, the Undead Barbarian. His turn. He will attack. One is Ursula, and two is Antaeus. Goes after Ursula. Switches it up. This bear is trying to maul him. He comes down with the hammer right on top of your head. Oh. Ursula, you can try to parry or evade, but you'll need a dragon.
I can't do that.
Oh yeah, you're berserk.
Yep, I gotta take it. 10, 24, 25. Got it.
Are you dead?
No.
Okay, give me... I assume you're down.
Oh, yeah.
Give me a constitution roll. Yeah, you could take 32, so... Whew.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. 'Tis but a scratch. Lothar, you're up. Ursula drops like a brick. Nice. Man, you are rolling so low with your bow. And Dennis is up, and then Svarn. Does Dennis do anything? Nope, Svarn's turn.
No, he does not.
Are one or both of these injured?
The one at the bottom by Antaeus and Ursula is very injured. The other one is just mildly injured. This one is on the ground in the grasp of Abdurian. If you have a prone enemy, if you go and hit them with like a melee weapon, you get a boon to the roll, plus it does an additional 1d6 damage. So it would, if you're going to melee someone, that's the one. If you're going to fireball, probably that guy down here.
All right, I'm going to move and strike this prone target
Nice.
with
Now-
my knife.
And it should automatically add a boon and the 1d6 damage because he's prone.
Let's give it a go here. Knives. Slash out at this guy.
Oh, you rolled your knife skill, so let's instead of your knife, let's figure out the damage is 1d8 plus 1d6 plus 1d4. So if you want to roll that for me. Excellent. Oh, man. Well, takes two. All right. Ursula, you're up. Oh, yeah. Do you rally? Do you just take your death save? What does Ursula do? Ursula does not rally. No, Ursula does rally. Ooh, you got a high will score. Give me that death roll.
Yeah, I need high will scores. I need a higher constitution too.
Yeah, so one failed. All right,
Yep.
this guy that is grappled. Now, all he can do is try to break free, which is it's an opposed roll between the brawling. So it'll be a brawling roll against Abdurian. This guy will roll. And Abdurian, you keep him held. That's all he can do. All right, Svarn, you're up.
I'm gonna attack this guy again with my knife.
Okay. If you click on your knife weapon, it should automate the damage as well. You don't have to, but...
Oh.
Okay, you want to double that damage, or armor has no effect? Double damage.
Yeah, double damage. Double weapon damage. Good. Yep. That's much better.
Yeah, how do you take this guy out?
Nice.
He's grappling with my companion and then rolls right into my dagger as it lances through its face as it's struggling to get free.
Nice. Ursula, you are up. You can act and then make your death roll.
I think I need to heal myself, and
I
now
would
that
agree.
I am no longer berserk because I went to 0, I can't.
Yeah, you can do that. And you can push that.
Yeah, I need to take the exhausted condition because I was ended my.
Your berserk, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So I'll take scared. No, sorry, uncheck the scared here. Check the scared here. There we go. Learn to play the game, Reese.
There we are.
I'll play healing, then I'll be done.
Okay. Dennis,
Dennis will switch with Lothar.
Lothar, you're up. Lothar with the hit. Oh, now Lothar's coming in. That might do it. Yes, that
Nice.
does it. No one is dying, so we can... Oh, wait. Reese, you failed your Constitution roll, right?
I passed my Constitution roll for the permanent damage. I failed my Constitution roll for the death
for
save.
the death save. Okay, that's right. That's right. Something I don't think we rolled on that table. All right, that is the end of the encounter. You have taken out this undead foe. As the battle is over and you're panting heavily, trying to catch your breath, looking at these undead things, it's very unnatural. You know, the dead coming back to life is not something that you see every day. Especially out here in the woods, no one has ever talked about this or told you about it. This seems very out of place.
If only someone had warned us about these creatures, eh?
If only we had some sort of warning that something bad might happen.
Well, mistakes were made.
But the good news is the tent is still there. It didn't get destroyed. And you can all sleep now and get the benefit of a full rest.
We can take a shift rest.
Yes, you can do a shift rest, and then if you have any rests that haven't been or that you haven't used, you can just like let the time pass. I don't think anyone has severe injuries. You can do like the passage of time, in case anyone has a countdown on injuries, but I don't think anyone does. And then we can take our break here. Take like a 8-minute break. When we get back, we will push on for another hour or so. Any questions before we take a break? All right. Let's do it. I'll see you in about 8 minutes.
sword. I'm headed to the mountains to rescue the princess from the evil goblin. I ignore all the signs of impending danger because I'm a fighter and not some crappy ranger. 47 hit points and a high dexterity, 17 for strength. Kobolds are afraid of me, crafted from numbers on living paper. I escape from the mundane to a medieval caper. While in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice in my fate is unspoken. I locate the lair, but it doesn't make much sense to me. I think that the DM might be out to get me. A hero in armor and truth, bards tell my legacy. The flame of my torch illuminates the enemy. I win in a battle, you win foes asunder. Deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. The bodies pile up before me, the corpses I plunder. The deeper I venture, the deeper I wonder. Crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a medieval caper. And while in real life, my fate is unspoken. Hero roll of the dice in my fate is unspoken. I drink my last potion. I charge through the open gate. The flame of the dragon tried to seal my awful fate. With a handful of dice, 5 times I roll 20. The dragon goes down, the DM no plenty. I leave with the princess, a satchel chock full of gold. We head to the tavern where my mighty tale unfolds. crafted from numbers on living paper. I skip from the mundane to a naval caper. While in real life, my fate isn't spoken. Hero roll of the dice and my fate isn't spoken. The king he honored me with a mighty crossbow. It's blessed by the elves, he said. I thank him and I go. The life of a hero, struggling to stay alive. It's worth all the hardship though, 'cause now I'm a level 5. Level 5.
All right, I am back. Sound off if you're here.
I'm here.
Excellent. Hello?
Yep, here.
Perfect, thank you. Is Damon or Sean, are you guys here?
I'm here.
Damon's here. How about Sean? Are you back with us?
I'm here.
Excellent. Let's jump back in it. So we wake up in the morning, pack the tent. Let's go back to our map. If Antaeus wants to try to fix that Warhammer, you can definitely do that. It's a crafting roll to get that
My
repaired.
crafting isn't great.
Anyone
Perhaps one of my is maybe more skilled.
What's your crafting?
Lothar could
7?
do it with a adaptive.
My
In
crafting
fact, Antaeus, you could do it with adaptive as well. You're human, and you could use your hammer skill to repair it.
Let's give that a go. Just roll it as hammers?
Yes. And then I think adaptive costs, what, 1 willpower or 3 willpower?
I believe it's 3 willpower.
Okay. Yeah, so you're able to repair your hammer, being the adaptive sort that you are. So I will mark that as repaired. Excellent.
And 3 willpower for that?
Yes, 3 willpower.
Well worth it.
Absolutely. And let's go back to our main map. Alright, there's a little bit of travel ahead of us. One more bushcraft roll should get us to the untamed wilds, to the tundra. Who would like to make that one today? No one. Maybe Dennis will make it. Lothar, would you like to make this one for us?
Certainly, I will be our guide.
Excellent. as we reach the edge of the tundra, Dennis begins to sniff the wind, and it seems as though Dennis has maybe caught the scent. This will be a hunting and fishing roll, and you can get a boon on this, Lothar, if you want to roll this. And if you want to have... who were you helping with hunting and fishing? Was that Abdurian?
I know Abdurian was showing me some of his ways. Perhaps Abdurian would care to join me and Dennis as we follow this scent.
So that will give you an extra boon on that roll.
You'd love to.
Ooh.
Yes.
Excellent. So yeah, you pretty quickly you catch you see the tracks, the telltale cat tracks with the retracted claws. You see it in the edge of the crusted snow near the edge of the woods, and then you find signs of a relatively fresh kill. A few bare bones, looks like perhaps some sort of young deer had been taken down. Most of the meat has been cleaned off of here, and you can see a few larger bite marks in there. Again, with a dragon, you're looking for these things. Bite marks, as though this thing had been clamped about the neck, and it looks as though one of the vertebrae had actually just burst, probably been pierced by one of those massive front teeth of that saber-toothed cat. You think this is definitely the pathway there. There's also, you see a lot of tracks. This is maybe a hunting path here. Likely that they use this to go back and forth from wherever their lair is to the woods. What do you propose?
Well, I don't know what chance the three of us would stand against several of these beasts. Perhaps it's best if we leave Dennis here to guard the trackway, and we could go back and get the others.
Aye, well, I wouldn't tell you what to do with you both, but definitely we should be best prepared and have everybody with us. Yes.
Let me have both of you give me an awareness roll. Abdurian, with your heightened senses, the wind is blowing from the east to the west, and you can catch that scent. It's a very, very strong ammonia, kind of cat urine smell, and it's on the wind, and you think they are definitely to the east of where you are. So they're likely somewhere either along the edge of the forest through here, or perhaps a little bit north of there. And if you're smelling it this strongly, it can't be too far, perhaps no more than a day's journey away.
We pretty well know where it is. I reckon we get everybody and just get to it.
Well, if you're able to find the scent again, then perhaps I won't risk leaving Dennis by himself out here, if the cats are nearby.
Yeah, I'm confident we can find them now.
When you get back to the party, how has Svarn and Ursula and Antaeus been passing their time while these two went off hunting?
Grumbling about last night, of course.
He's never going to let that go. You guys realize this. Svarn will lord that over you forever.
Dwarves are unforgiving, as they say.
Yes, they are.
Sparn, what exactly did we have to do here?
We're hunting for the saber cats.
Oh, but what did we have to do?
Bring back the pelts.
Okay. So we need 10 saber cat pelts?
9, I think, was the magic number. Or was it 10? Let me check my journal.
It was indeed 10.
10 is the magic number. Maybe we should think about setting out some of those traps you have with you.
They didn't let me have any traps. They said I was too young to play with them.
Yeah, in fact, who has the traps? Lothar and Abdurian.
I have a snare.
Lothar has a snare and a bear trap.
No, Lothar has a bear trap and then a small animal trap as well.
So I think all the traps have gone hunting.
Well, that was not clever planning.
Huh? Well, I mean, mistakes were made, lessons learned, no problems.
Lots of lessons learned on this trip, eh?
Yes, sometimes, not all the time, sometimes trees don't lie.
I'm going to take out my harp and start composing a tune about learning lessons in the woods.
Antaeus, what are you doing while these two are bantering on?
Blissfully ignoring what's going on.
Stuffing little bits of pine cone into your ears.
I'm consorting with Peapod about what maybe our next steps should be.
Give me a beast lore roll as you are dealing with Peapod. Peapod's trying to communicate something to you, but you just can't seem to get what it is. He's squeaking and chirping and touching his face and reaching out towards you. He's trying to tell you something, but you just can't quite get it.
You mean the well?
Yeah. He's fell down the well. After a few moments, you see the silhouette on the horizon of Abdurian and Lothar as they crest a small hill and walk towards you. And there's a bit of a bounce in their step as though they are on the trail here. Once you guys all get together, Abdurian and Lothar, what do you report? Fascinating report there, guys. Fascinating.
Did you find signs of the kitties?
Yes. Well, we pretty sure we know where they are. We just come to get you if you're not too busy resting.
Oh,
Singing.
I was ready to move last night. Not to rub it in or anything. Lead the way. Show us where you found these kitties.
Good man. Well, we smelled the kitties. Stinky creatures.
Abdurian, give me a hunting and fishing with a boon as you pick up that scent again, as you head westward, or eastward, excuse me. Yeah, it takes you a little bit of time, but you catch it again. And right about here, as it's starting to get a little bit dark in the day, the smell is getting very strong. And give me a spot hidden roll, Abdurian.
Uh-oh.
You would expect to see more sign, scat or scratch marks on trees, things like that, and you're just not seeing it. And you begin to maybe have a little bit of doubt, like maybe we're just catching this scent. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's wolves or something. But you thought it was cat. And Lothar, you can see that Abdurian is slowing the trail finding and kind of looking around a little bit nervously or questioningly.
Yes, Abdurian, do we draw near? You seem to be on your guard.
Well, do we draw near? That is the question. Maybe you could take a look. I would have thought.
Well, if you want to take a look, Lothar, you can. Give me a spot hidden.
Yes, I will do my best here.
Yeah, you're not seeing. You kind of confer like, yeah, we should see more sign of them, but we're just not seeing it.
Well, perhaps I could have Dennis sniff the ground and see if he can pick up any signs.
He did prepare for this.
Yeah, Give me a roll for Dennis. Let's see if Dennis has the skill. Yeah, give me a hunting and fishing for Dennis.
Or a spot hidden, or
sorry,
hunting fishing.
does he have?
He can do either one.
Let's do spot hidden. I like that more. Yeah, Dennis finds it. It's almost right away. There is some scat. That's kind of what you've been looking for. Is the poop. It should be here. But Dennis knows that these cats bury their poop, and he begins to dig at the ground and pretty quick unearths a few frozen turds down in there, and you see bits of bone and fur in there, and this is likely why you haven't seen it. It's been buried in there, but Dennis has found it, and it's as frozen as it is. This is old. This is not fresh, but at least this is more sign that you're on the right path. Now it's starting to get dark. Do you want to set up camp? You could push on for another hour or so into the failing light, or you can make camp here. You could set traps.
Well, I will confer with Abdurian, but if we do choose to rest here, setting up traps would definitely be a good idea to avoid being attacked in the night by these cats.
I don't know too much about cats, but they are said to have good night vision, so hunting them at night seems unwise, and if we just set up traps around the camp, we've got more control. I agree. Well said.
Yes, and I'm sure Dennis can find this track in the morning, and we can continue tracking them.
Aye, we're on the right path.
Let me take us to a map here. This is our campsite, and we'll need a couple of rolls. We need a bushcraft roll to set up the tent, and then some hunting and fishing rolls from those who are setting up traps to get the traps set. And I'll drag your tokens on here.
Well, if someone else wanted to set up the tent, Hrothgar could focus on the traps.
So that's a bushcraft roll with a boon for whomever wants to try to set up the tent. That's something I think. Svarn, isn't your bushcraft pretty decent?
Oh, it's a healthy 9.
With a boon, that's still pretty good. Better than
All right.
50% chance.
I'll give it a go. Let's see. Skills. Bushcraft.
Is that with a boon?
It isn't, because remember, I can't figure out how to do with the boon, so I'm just going to roll a second time.
Perfect. Yeah, it's still not giving you that little second menu.
It is not. No.
It's so weird. Are you on a Mac or are you on a PC?
Mac.
Huh. I'll look into that for next time. See if I can figure that out. Oops. Somehow that increased your bushcraft skill.
You
Huh?
do you pop out your character sheet?
Yeah, if it's popped out, that might be doing it. So there, like up on the upper right of your character sheet, there's a pop out, and if it's popped out, sometimes that messes with Foundry's functionality.
I don't think I popped it out. But
Yeah, Foundry doesn't like dialog boxes, so
Well, there we go. That will be a success. We get the tent set up, and let's have Hrothgar and Abdurian make those hunting and fishing rolls to set up traps. Nice. Excellent. Where do you guys want to set those traps?
Where's the tent first?
Let me draw the tent on here. Let's put the tent back here.
And I imagine if Abdurian has a snare, that might need to be near some trees, so perhaps I could put my traps not near trees.
So there's the
And that
tent.
would leave an area for Abdurian to set his trap up next to some of these taller pine trees.
Good suggestion.
Perhaps I could put my large trap down here,
Right there. Okay. And draw a little circle there. And what about Abdurian? Where do you want to put your snare?
I like that suggestion by a tree, but I didn't see where the tent was.
So the tent is just below us. I'll put a big T on the tent.
Probably this tree right to our east or west.
Right there? Okay. I'll put a snare right there. Perfect. Okay. We've got the tent set up. We've got these traps set up, and you think they're properly baited, properly set. As night begins to fall, is everyone keeping watch, or are people trying to get sleep? How do we want to do this?
I'll take first watch.
Last watch as always.
Okay, give me a moment.
This will take middle.
Sorry, I had to refresh. I couldn't see anything. That's why I asked about the tent.
Oh, weird.
But when I refreshed, I could see it, so we're good. Sorry.
Okay. So, sorry, who was keeping first watch?
Me.
Excellent. Give me an awareness roll.
That I will. Awareness. Here we go.
Do you push that?
Oh, yes. I'm going to push that. I will. I'm going to take on the exhausted condition because it was a long day of travel. And especially after last night's shenanigans. I'm too tired.
Well, you feel like you're keeping a good watch. You're looking intently at the inside of your eyelids. There's no saber-toothed cats there. You feel like this is definitely a safe camp. I'm going to make these visible, but you don't see them. Ursula, are you sleeping, or were you keeping watch as well?
No, I'm on watch.
Okay. These guys will get to go first, so let me drag them into initiative, and I'll have them draw early cards. Come on. I'll tell you what, I'll just drag everybody in, and then I'll reorganize the initiative. Give me 1 second. Okay, let me just give them first dibs. The way the ambush works in Dragonbane is the enemy takes the first cards. So let me just update them. And 2 more. Okay, and then if you guys want to all draw initiative cards, and I'll probably have to reshuffle the deck at some point. Let me reset it right there. Ursula and Svarn can go ahead and draw. Okay. Oh, this will work out perfect. Okay, let me this where I can see it. Let's get some music. All right, saber-toothed cat goes first. This
Yeah,
cat. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I think you want to trade me with Saber-Tooth Cat at 5.
You
I should.
Oh yes. Let me trade you there. Swap with saber-toothed cat 5. There we go. Okay, this one will start us off. He will leap down. He'll get to right. Let's see. Actually, he's going to maneuver around the back here. And then he will double move over to here. This one will come down. And he'll come down to here.
Yeah, here.
Svarn, your turn. You sense, or you can hear the soft crunch of movement, of footsteps, but you don't see anything. And then just out of the corner of your eye, you see this saber-toothed cat hunched down, preparing to pounce upon you.
Wake up, everyone! The kitties are here! They found us!
I'll scream that nice and loud.
Perfect.
Can I also cast a spell?
You can.
All right. I'll target the one that I see. I'll throw a trusty fireball his way. How do I increase the...
Oh, so I guess it's not giving you that second menu. So we can do it now. What rank do you want to do it at?
I'm going to do rank 3.
Okay, that'll cost you 6 willpower, so it'll automatically deduct 2. You'll just have to manually go in and deduct the rest. And then if you hit, we'll up the damage.
Okay, sounds good.
Ooh, do you push that?
Yes, I'll push that. Curses. See, I'm going to take disheartened because I'm tired of losing all my sleep and it's really getting me down.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
You can have your willpower back, or you can do double damage, or immediately cast another spell.
I'm going to take my willpower back.
Perfect. So roll. Actually, since you're doing a rank 3 spell, it will do double damage. It does 4d6 instead of 2d6. Just select double damage and then manually restore with right-clicking all of your willpower. If you need me to do that, I can do that for you. Oh, that doubled your range. So roll 2d6 for me. Nice.
Much better.
Much better. So he will take deal damage. Took 4, and then he's going to take 11 more. So let me mark that off. Excellent. He is badly wounded. And you hear this low cry. This one will come forward and gets caught in the trap. You hear the loud snapping of a bear trap and the cries of this cat that is now stuck. This one is going to move up and he gets an attack. Oh, let's see. Give me 1 second. These guys don't have their attack table.
Oh, they're monsters? Oh, no.
Yeah, leaping attack. So he leaps, so he'll be able to cover the ground. He will knock over Svarn, deal 2d6 damage as it bites and claws you. So let me mark you prone, unless you have fast footwork or something that can help you avoid this, but I don't think you do.
Nope.
Okay, you are prone, and you will take 6 damage, minus your armor. I'll let you apply that to yourself. I don't think you have armor, so I think you take all 6.
Yep.
This one will double move up to you. He can't attack you yet, but he is on you. Ursula, you hear the sounds of battle outside, the sounds of dwarf being crushed by cats. And if you open the tent flap, there is a saber-toothed cat right there.
It's like it's a little jealous. Guess she will get up, see the saber-toothed cat. She'll grab her hammer this time, I guess.
Okay.
She's getting used to the whole being attacked at night thing, so...
You guys can start sleeping with your weapons and armor.
Well, I'm not going to start sleeping in my armor, but yeah.
Ooh, nice. Excellent hit. Huge hit. Nearly takes it out. Antaeus. There's a cat right outside the door that is leapt atop Svarn and is raking him with claws and teeth.
So, would I have to move to attack this
No,
cat?
you can hit him right out the tent flap. If you want to move out, you can. You could move out like this square right here.
Yeah, I will move out and see if I can knock this cat off of Svarn.
Okay. Excellent. Good hit. How do you take it out?
The cat on top, mauling Svarn there.
Yep.
Come up from the side and just golf swing it right into the ribs.
Nice. You still have movement if you want to take any movement. You could move away from the tent flap. And then it is Dennis's turn.
Dennis knows these are dangerous, and he will cower inside the tent.
Okay, then Lothar, you're up.
I will do twin shot and hit the saber-tooth next to Svarn and the one caught in my trap.
Okay. Nice. And do you hit it twice?
Well, I also hit the one caught up in my trap.
Oh, got it. So that one takes 8. Excellent. Abdurian.
So these are monsters, right? I can't poison.
They are monsters.
I said he's got a lot of movement. He has to make an evade.
Yep.
If he can do this, but
Well, you probably had enough to get around there, but you made it anyway.
yeah, okay. No poison, unfortunately, but can't win them all. does this get a boon because it's trapped?
Yes. Yep. Basically like being prone.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Nice. How do you take it out?
It's perfect. He's trapped, so it's easy to just get him by the neck and just bite and thrash with him.
Nice. Deal damage. Excellent. And he is down. Up next is Saber-toothed cat. That one's going to come up here. Let me see what the attack is to see who it targets. Rip and tear. Svarn is already down. This is going to be Antaeus. So Antaeus, you can use defensive. Actually, no, sorry. You cannot use defensive on this. These are monsters. You can try to evade this. Or it's going to hit you, knock you down, and you'll take a little damage.
I already used my attack though.
Oh, this is the next round.
Oh, next round. Oh, okay.
Yep.
I think I'll just take the damage.
Okay. So you'll be knocked prone. The damage won't be so big. It's just the prone. Yeah, you take 7 damage. I think your armor blocks almost all of that.
Blocks all of that.
All of that, but you do get knocked prone, and you're effectively grappled. And so all you can do is make a strength roll to try and escape, unless this thing gets knocked off of you. Let me move it up. It's going to be right there. Ursula, your turn.
All right. Ursula's going to leap on top of this one.
Oh, nice. Make a sandwich on top of Antaeus.
Well, Antaeus has got this one, is trapped by this one, right?
Yes.
Okay. I can leap up to 4 meters.
Oh, sweet. Nice. You leap across onto the other?
Yeah, I jump over the dwarf. Well, mostly I'm just trying to keep him from trying to keep that one from
Hitting them while they're down?
exactly.
Yep. I knew what you were thinking. I'd have done the same thing. Ooh. Got it. Roll damage.
Yeah, it's brawling. I like to brawl. So that would do 2d6. And it pushes him back 2 meters and knocks him prone.
Nice. Takes 5. Let's push back 2 meters, and let me mark him prone.
That's it.
Prone. Excellent. This one will run right towards Ursula. The saber-toothed cat lets out a terrifying growl. Everyone within 10 meters must make a will roll or suffer a fear attack. So that's going to be Ursula, Svarn, and Antaeus. Make a will roll. Oh yeah, and Lothar too. Lothar's good. Antaeus, do you want to push that? Otherwise I will roll on the fear table.
I'm gonna get angry.
Okay. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Excellent. Antaeus, it's your turn. Now you can make a strength roll to push this thing off of you. That's about all you can do, unless there's something else that doesn't require movement.
I would think I would have to do a strength roll.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, nice. Yeah, so in fact, you can heave it 2 meters. Do you want to push it here, or here, or here? Do you have a preference?
Let me just push it straight back, diagonally there.
And let me mark you as no longer prone. You can still move. Your action was
Is
to
that
push it
my
off.
action?
Yeah, that was your action to push it off, but you can move still.
Up into the square where it was.
Perfect. Lothar. Ooh, that is a miss. A rare miss with your bow. Almost a dragon. Roll damage. There we go. And you take it out. Do you have any will to move any further? If not, it is Sabertooth Kitty's turn. He will get up. And he will make a roll. Leaping attack. He will leap at Ursula. So Ursula, you have acted, so unless you can evade this, you'll be knocked over and you'll take damage. Okay. 5 damage to Ursula. And you are prone. Svarn, your turn.
Are either of these remaining beasts injured?
This one here is down about half. This one here is uninjured.
All right. I will target this one here with a fireball.
Nice. You could try. I wonder if it'll pull. Oh, nice. That's double dragons on spells. You can get your willpower back, or double the damage, or immediately cast a different spell.
I'm gonna keep that willpower.
Okay.
Roll damage.
Nice. I wonder. Do you have the HUD on your screen on the bottom left side? Like you'll see your picture, and then like a picture of your weapons and skills and stuff. You can cast your spells from that if they're prepared. Let me see if your spells are prepared.
I do not have that in the bottom left of my screen. I just have a list of everyone in the bottom left.
I think if you right-click your token, there's on the left-hand side. I think there's 2 crossed swords. I think that activates the HUD, turns it off and turns it on. Then does that pull the little thing up on the bottom?
No. No.
I think you can. Let's see. Can you do it? If you go to the. Okay, so the token controls on the left-hand side of your screen, there's like the little actor figure, and if you click on that, there should be the 2 crossed swords. Should be in like the secondary menu. Do you see that? If you click on that, does it turn on the HUD?
On the left side.
So the left-hand
actor?
menu. Yeah, so the actor
Yeah.
token, and then there should be 2 crossed swords, like to the right of that. Like it's another drop down. There's like brackets, a target, a ruler. I know it's on mine as a game master. I'm not sure if it's on the player one. Is that like for the rest of you? Is that how you can turn on your HUD?
Yeah, but mine's on the upper left side.
Yeah, upper left side. There's so there's 2 actor tokens. One's on the upper right toolbar. This is the upper left. You should be able to turn the HUD on, because from the HUD you can access your spells. You can click on spells and it will show all your spells, and that may pull up that second screen for you. I wonder. We can always do it another time if it's.
Yeah, well, let's play with it later.
Okay.
I'm not only am I on a Mac, but I'm also on not at my desktop. I'm on the laptop tonight, so
Okay.
makes it even funkier.
Yeah, well, we'll figure it out eventually. So
Yeah.
you dealt damage to that guy. You can move if you like, and then it's Abdurian's turn.
Okay.
Abdurian and then Dennis.
Sorry. Excuse me.
Ooh, nice.
That was close to a demon.
Yeah.
Don't soften it.
Ooh, huge hit. That's, I think, gonna take it out. Yeah. How do you get that one?
I think he's having the time of his life. He's just
Right?
getting him by the neck and just dragging him around. Yeah.
As long as these are not boars, you're okay. All right, Dennis, your turn. Oh, he's going to activate Companion. Cost willpower, go make him fight. We have 2 wolves ganging up on a cat.
Perfect.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah.
He wants to get in on that action. Huge hit. We go to round 3. Wow, we're only on round 3. All right, 1 is Abdurian, 2 is Antaeus, 3 is Dennis. I should roll the attack first to see what it is. Okay, it's going to be Dennis. This may be... I think he has a swipe that gets everybody within 2 meters. Scratching Post. Oof. He attacks the nearest character with a series of dragging, raking claw marks, dealing 1d12 slashing. This is on Dennis. Dennis has not acted. Dennis can try to evade.
Yeah, he'll try to evade that.
Oh, look at Dennis. Dennis can move 1 square. And then Lothar, it's your turn.
All right. Well, seeing Dennis get scratched by this cat, that will upset him greatly. So he will ready a shot with his bow.
Nice. Oh,
Nice.
there's the damage we've been looking for. How do you take out the last Sabertooth?
A double lung. The arrow goes through its ribs and finds the lungs and ends the saber tooth quite quickly, and he drops down, no longer trying to eat his beloved wolf Dennis. So that makes Lothar quite happy.
Excellent. We've got 6 dead Sabertooths on the ground nearby. We will need to do some bushcraft rolls if you want to try to harvest their pelt and jaws, and we will need 6 successful bushcraft rolls. So you can all each take one, or you can let someone do all the work.
I think whoever has the best bushcraft skill should probably take them, just so we don't have to hunt more.
Or
and
Lothar
more.
could use adaptive, because hunting and fishing feels like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Lothar could do adaptive and then
But I
make,
guess it'd be
make
like
that
16
knives, which is
slot.
16. If that would be allowed, if he could do knives with
Sure.
that.
Yep, if you use adaptive, absolutely.
Would I have to use adaptive 6 times, however?
No, I'll let you do it once, and if it's is successful, then you can continue to use adaptive. Ooh.
Perhaps I'm a bit, let's say, scared that there may be more of these out there hunting us still.
There we go. You managed to get the first one done. And you've got a Sabertooth pelt and jaws, 1 set of them. We've got 5 more. Does anyone else want to attempt to harvest one of these? If you fail, it's irreparably damaged, but there are more Sabertooths out there.
I'll try one.
Go for it. Give me a bushcraft, unless you have adaptive, then you can switch it out.
I don't.
As a bear, you do not.
That's a very
Oh. Nice. There's 2. Anyone else want to try a bushcraft on this?
On Tails will do it. I got a 10.
Yeah, you got a 50% chance. You also have adaptive if you have like knives that would make it easier. You probably couldn't use your hammer skill on there. Or
The only thing that I could use would be swords, but that probably wouldn't be.
you'd have to be very, very delicate. Yeah, your hunting and fishing, that wouldn't be super
No.
helpful. Yeah,
Probably just bushcraft.
yeah, try bushcraft.
Ooh, I am actually angry though, so maybe I shouldn't. I forgot about that. So
You could do a a stretch rest real quick and recover a condition, recover some hit points and willpower points, because you're going to be taking like an hour to prepare all these pelts. So if you wanted to do that,
I will do that.
you want to push that one?
Sure. I feel bad that I messed it up the first time.
Oh well, that you made up for it. You started to use your hammer and you realized, no, I need to use something a little different. That's 3 hides we have. We've got 3 more bodies. Anyone else want to try? If not, we can have Lothar go again. I think Svarn, your bushcraft is 9.
Yep.
You have a 45% chance if you want to give it a go.
All right, let's do it.
And Obdurian, yours is 11 if you want to give it a shot. You have a 55% chance. Oh, that's a no for Svarn. You can push that if you like. Abdurian, do you want to try one? If not, Lothar can take the next one.
No, I'd rather just let the good hunter do it.
And Svarn, do you want to push that roll?
No, I already have 2 conditions at the moment.
So that one is irreparably damaged. And I mean, it did take a lot of blows in the fight, and you're looking at it thinking there's not much can be salvaged from this. Maybe a little meat, but that hide's not going to cut it. Lothar, you get another one prepared. And so I think we have 1 body left if someone wants to try. And we'll end up, if successful, we'll end up with 5, half of our goal. Do you want to push that, Ursula? Yeah, there we go. Excellent. So we have 5. I can put it in the party loot. Might be a good place to keep track of these. But if someone did want to carry one, they count as like sleeping furs, so they will help like if something happens to our tent. Let me put times 5. Perfect. So our party loot shows Sabertooth, Pelt, and Jaws times 5. And we need 5 more of those. We can, after cleaning up, getting the blood off ourselves, we can recover with a good night's rest. You can go ahead and heal up everything. And we're at our 3-hour mark, so this would be a good place to finish up the session for the night. Unless there's anything anyone wants to do really quickly before we end the session.
Nope.
Let's do the experience. You're welcome to take 5 improvement marks in addition to your dragons and demons. If you want to answer the questions, here's the questions. Did you participate in the session? That would be a yes for everyone. Did you explore a new location? That would be yes. This would count as these spots you've been to. Did you defeat 1 or more dangerous adversaries? Yeah, absolutely. Did you overcome an obstacle without using force? The trap. I think the trap would count. Did you give in to your weakness? And that's everyone has a weakness on their character. They can make that choice for themselves. Let's start with Lothar. If you're ready, you can make your improvement rolls.
Sure.
Nice. You learned about saber-tooth, so your beast lore went up. Evade went up as you tried not to get hit with that crossbow bolt. Oh, that demon would have been fantastic there. Excellent. Let's go next to Ursula, if you're ready.
Sure. See if I can get traps next time. Nope.
Right. Oh, dang it. There we go. Bushcraft goes up. You learned something from skinning those cats.
Uh-huh. Try bows.
Oh, here's your big one. If you get this, you get a heroic ability. Come on, come on, come on.
Close.
Oh, man. It was on a 19.
Yeah, well, I'll take the prayer.
Yeah,
That's fine.
prayers, that's worth it. And then you can do a full night's rest as well. How about Sparn? If you are ready, we can do some improvements for you. Yes, evade goes up. Healing goes up. You learned from having Ursula come and heal you. How about sleight of hand? No. Knives? That is a no. And your big one. Yes. Magic goes up. Excellent. Let's go to Antaeus, if you are ready. Oh, not when we want the dragons. Spot hidden. Oh, man, you're rolling so well right now. There we go. Awareness goes up. Come on, hammers. Yes, hammers goes up. Excellent.
Nice.
And last but not least, Abdurian.
Foolishly chose all of my high-level skills.
Well, you got one of them up. There we go.
This one I can only improve. Oh, this one, and I don't.
Brawling.
Oh, that was almost an 18.
Shoot, that was close. Oh,
Oh
come on.
no, the one that I had a chance with.
Right. Come on, skin art. No.
No.
Dang it. That's heartbreaking. Anyone want to nominate anyone for a session award for any particular valor or clever role playing?
Maybe Antaeus for good decision making.
For what did Antaeus do that was good decision making?
I was sarcastic there, was not.
That's what I
Decision-
thought. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
You did pay good attention to Peapod, though, so I'm sure he will teach you a thing or two at some point. Well, let's end the session here. One thing I wanted to go over really quickly. We'll try with the HUD, Sean, see if we can get that working for you here. But one thing that I did notice, actually, let me get you unprone. You're using a knife, Svarn is, and you're casting magic, and that's kind of taboo. You can have a knife, you just can't have it in hand when you're using magic. There's the whole magic and metal thing in Dragonbane. And so if you want to use the knife, meaning it's not at hand, it would take you an action to retrieve the knife. So you're welcome to use it in combat, but if you want to switch from spells to knife, it takes an action to get that done. So,
Could it be a bone knife?
yes, and so this brings up the next point. We have some saber-tooth jaws. We have one set that has been ruined. A crafting roll could craft you a saber-tooth knife. If someone wants to give that a shot, we'll see if you can craft one.
That'd be wonderful. My crafting is 5, so if someone wanted to do that for me,
I think
it'd be amazing.
Antaeus's was 7. Antaeus, do you want to try and craft him a weapon out of this tooth?
Is there something I could use instead of?
You could use adaptive if you have knives. Maybe
Oh, that's-
Lothar would be better at that, using adaptive. You could use swords, might help you a little bit. I could see that, or you could use bushcraft to do it.
How about Lothar there? He's probably got a better shot doing that than I would.
What is your knife skills pretty high? Yeah. If Lothar wanted to use adaptive to try to craft a dagger for Svarn,
Would this be before we rested?
it could be like the next morning, or it could be before, because maybe while you were skinning and doing all that work before you went to bed. Yeah, I could go with that. So you will end up recovering that those points. Ooh, do you push that? Oh no, you are unable, and you'll keep that until the next improvement round. So you will get a chance to improve your knives, but you actually damage the jaw trying to make the knife. You can't get it. But that is something that we can do. If we're not able to craft it, the barbarians for sure would. So that's one thing that we can definitely work on getting you. That's the easiest workaround for that. Then you can still have the knife and still cast magic. So awesome. I'm going to stop the recording. Next time we meet in 2 weeks, we will maybe track these fresh tracks back to the den and hopefully complete this portion of the quest.